Hello. Last year my daughter was given some leek plants. I told her that if she had any spare, once she'd planted them in a raised bed, that I would have them, because I was short of leek plants. So she gave me some. I think I got about half a dozen, and I planted them. And I knew when I looked at them, they just didn't look like leeks. Even though they were very small, they looked more like an onion than a leek. And as they grew bigger and bigger, they looked even more and more like an onion and less like a leek. And I thought there's been a mix-up. There's been a mix-up. I've never seen leeks that look like this before, or onions for that matter, because the plants started to divide off. And I popped up a couple of videos on it last year, and we talked about is it a leek, is it an onion, is it half and half, what is it? I didn't know what it was, and you came back with loads and loads of ideas and suggestions of what it might be, and the one it looked most likely to me, and I'd never grown these before, were Welsh onions. They divide off. I don't believe they produce a bulb onion, they're more like a spring onion, a green onion, and they look like Welsh onions. So I had a chat with the guy that gave my daughter the plants, and he told me where he got them, the seed merchant that he bought the seeds from. And when I looked on his website, he did actually sell Welsh onion seeds, and I thought, yeah, there's been a mix-up here somewhere along the line. I think these are Welsh onions. So this is what I did with the last plant in the autumn of last year. Watch this couple of minute clip of video, then come back to me. I've never known a vegetable have so many different names. I suppose it depends on where you garden as to what you call this vegetable. I think I've given you about 4 examples of what it might be called, but I'm fairly sure there's more, and I'm fairly sure you'll tell me about them. Right, so this bucket is half filled with soil, and I'm hoping to sit this on top of it with a good root ball and grow it on next year. And hopefully next year it'll split off even more than it has, and we'll get more of these Welsh onions. Right, that is a good root ball. Hey, fits perfect. Meg's ball fits perfect in that hole I've just dug. Let me just drizzle some soil in the top of here so that all the roots are covered. How's that? If I said there was no root disturbance there, I'd be 99% right. There's very little, and on this particular onion we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stems. So it's already split off into 6, and I could take it and I could eat it, but I'm not going to. I'm going to grow this on through the autumn, through the winter months, and let's see what we get next year, in spring of the year. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah, so that was me lifting the last one in the autumn of last year, and it was my intention not to do anything with it other than let it overwinter in that bucket. and then see what we had in the spring of the following year. Well, hey, it's the spring of the following year now. Come on, let's go and check it out. Okay, that's the Welsh onion, and it's the middle of spring here at Homegrown Veg in the United Kingdom. It should probably have been split off at the back end of last year, but as I've already said in this video probably numerous times, I've never grown them before. I wasn't too sure what to do, and I hope you can tell, but those 6 Welsh onions are now 10. If each one of those stems is classed as an onion plant, there are 10 of them in that bucket now. Or is that just one Welsh onion? Or can I call it 10? And if they split off again, if I leave them in this bucket, which is what I'm planning to do, how many Welsh onions am I going to have through the growing season? I'm going to have to start and take these as spring onions. Let's get a closer look. Oh, there's Meg. Hi, Meg. Yeah. And she's brought a ball. Yeah, so there's 10 in this bucket, would you believe it? And I think I should be actually taking them now as spring onions. And what I have noticed, and I'm not too sure if you'll see it, but there are seed stems starting to form in each of these Welsh onions. This plant is going to go to seed, it's going to run to seed. Now, I can already hear you saying, well, when it runs to seed, take some seed and grow some more, but then what? You know, I want to eat onion, and I want to have a go at this Welsh onion, but I'm never too sure when to do that, when I should be taking it. Should I be taking it all year round? Is there a season? I honestly don't know. But what I do know is that this onion, this Welsh onion, has stood through autumn and stood through winter outdoors. Hold on, Meg. Has stood through autumn and winter outdoors and survived whatever was thrown at it, and it looks really, really, really healthy. It does. It really does. So, if you have any suggestions about what I should be maybe doing with this, eating it, letting it go to seed, taking the seed, yeah, just tell me something in the comments below, please. I'd appreciate that. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed the video. This is Homegrown Veg, signing out. Yeah, come on, kid. I'm going to play a little in the garden.